Lyft gets its first Wall Street buy recommendation and it's not even public yet. The second most popular ride-hailing app is gearing up to list on the Nasdaq at the end of March. According to its Montana-based firm D.A. Davidson isn't White-cited the startup's ability to chip away at Uber's dominance in recent years. Lyft, while it has benefited from a series of public relations and operational stumbles at its main competitor Uber, Lyft is deftly. White is also bullish on the total addressable market for personal transportation, which he said AS. Consumers are spending $1.2 trillion on annually, on Lyft its long-awaited IPO prospectus in early March, showing that much like Uber, it's losing money. The San Francisco, still, there's plenty of enthusiasm for the IPO across Wall Street. According to AIR, meanwhile, the biggest player in the market, Uber, is reportedly looking to kick off its own IPO offering next month in a deal valuing the San Francisco-based company at $120 billion. Other Bay Area tech, there are risks though. Whiteside Donsert, we.
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park,